Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a chicken taco casserole and it's really simple. So we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees and we're going to lightly grease our 9x13 pan and we're going to go ahead and get started. I've already cooked some chicken and got it chopped up for us. So in a large bowl, you're going to combine cream of chicken soup. And I'm using the lower sodium variety, but you don't have to do that. You're going to need 2 cans of that. Sour cream, and we're going to need 1.5 cups. I'm just going to eyeball it out of this big container. 1.5 cups. So that's about 1. We're just going to do about half of that. Alrighty. And then you need a can of Rotel. Not drained. According to the recipe, it's not drained. I'm going to stir all this up together. Check my camera, making sure we're good. Okay. Can of rinsed and drained black beans. One packet of taco seasoning. And the recipe calls for four chicken breasts, but we're only going to do about 2 good sized ones. If you want to put the extra in, you can. I just felt like that was a little bit too much. Okay, I'm gonna need, I made a bunch of it because I need it for another recipe, but I'm gonna try to, there we go. That's about 2 pounds worth of chicken, and that's usually, your chicken breasts are usually about a pound a piece, give or take. So mix all this up. I think the next thing that we need to do is crush some tater chips or tortilla chips. Let me get that pan real quick. All right, you're gonna need a 13-ounce bag of tortilla chips. I'm going to crush about half the bag in the bottom of this pan. Okay. Yeah. You're going to take your chicken mixture in little dollops. About half. Okay. I want to make sure I have enough because I've got to make another row or layer. Let me get cheddar because we need some cheddar cheese. Okay. So you just need 2 cups of cheddar for this. So We're gonna do 1 cup this time. And then I'm gonna take some more chips. We're gonna crush those. Okay. Got that. And then your chicken mixture again. All right, I'm gonna spread this out. Sorry about that. Okay. And last cup of cheddar. And we're gonna bake this for about 30 minutes until it's hot and bubbly. I may have to tint it with foil because I don't want my chips to cook so fast, so I may go ahead and do that. We're gonna just probably cover it. Cover it with foil, and I'm gonna cook it for 30 minutes. But the latter part of that, I may go ahead and uncover it, make sure that the cheese is melted. So I'll be back with you when it's done. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. It did great. You just need to cover it, probably best. And then the last 10 minutes of cooking, you need to take the foil off so that the cheese can melt. I use sharp cheddar cheese. If I were you, I would probably go with a Colby Jack, pepper jack, or an extra sharp cheddar. Okay, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to work on a pasta dish. It's called cheesy baked penne pasta, loaded with vegetables. And I've already diced my onion and my bell pepper, cooked it, put my couple of pounds of hamburger meat in this. I think you can do just 1.5 to 1 pound of that. You don't have to do the whole thing. I am going to separate. Let me just separate some of this out. So I've already drained it, and we're going to go to our next step. Take just some of this out. Okay. So this is going to sit here and simmer. Let me turn it back on for a minute. Put it on low so I can get the rest of my stuff added. Okay, so we're going to add some diced tomatoes. You're going to need a big can of those. Big 28-ounce can. So we'll add that. We're going to add some chopped black olives and some chopped canned mushrooms. to that. I need to also add, if you haven't already, you can add fresh garlic, but I'm going to add some garlic powder. About 3 teaspoons worth, give or take, just depending on your preference. And we need some oregano, if I can find it. A little bit of oregano. Let me check on this. And we're going to add about 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. I'll cut this up a little bit. Now this is going to continue to simmer just so that the flavors can come together. That's what we're going to do with this. I had got sliced olives and sliced canned mushrooms. Couldn't find anything smaller than that. And then I just coarsely chopped those to add them to this. Alright, so you're going to let this simmer for just 5 to 10 minutes. You're just wanting some of the flavors to come together. And we're going to go ahead and get our 9x13 ready. I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 350. I got to do mine to 375 because this oven's wonky. And you're going to have already cooked your penne pasta. I have already cooked mine and drained it. So while you're waiting for all this to get done, that would be a good idea to go ahead and do that. So I'll be back here in a few minutes with our next step. Okay, y'all. So you're going to get your oven preheated, like I said earlier, 350. You're going to take your cooked penne. Half of it's going to go in the bottom of this greased 9x13 pan. And then we're going to do half of the meat mixture. Oh, and I did add some salt and pepper to this, just a little bit. Okay. I started to put that second layer of noodles or pasta over and forgot my 1 cup of cheddar. Okay, so you're going to do half of the noodle mixture, half of the meat mixture, 1 cup of cheddar. Then you're going to start again with the noodles, sorry, or pasta. Spread this out everywhere. Then the last of the meat. Okay. Cup of cheddar. And that's not enough, so I gotta get some more. Then we're going to take a can of mushroom soup that I've already emptied into this bowl, and half a cup of milk, which you already see here. And I'm gonna whisk this together real quick and pour over the top. Okay, got that ready. All right, and we are going to put some grated Parmesan cheese over the top of this. And we're going to bake it uncovered for 30-35 minutes, or till the cheese is melted and everything's heated through. So I'll see you back here as soon as it's done. Okay, y'all, finished product. Turned out great. It was in there 30 minutes. It was hot, ready to go. It's ready to plate up. I may put some garlic bread with this in a salad, but then that's it. It's not saucy. It's more like pasta, meat, cheese. So it's a little bit different than your average Italian pasta dish, but I've already tasted it. It tastes great. Doesn't need any extra salt than what the little bit I added, which is to your taste and liking. And it's perfect. Perfect weeknight meal. Just a little bit of prep work. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.